Clemson Tigers and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Tigers will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The run inside. It's Johnson. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Maybe some room here. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. He's up to 73 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Auburn!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Looking for space, it's Turner. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Fires it incomplete.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job. See,
guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And that's the 2nd time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Direct snap. Turning it on. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
To throw, it's Van Buren. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home with the pressure and knock him down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Moore. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. In the red area, it's Johnson. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Makes the grab. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
What an awesome job in coverage there. Critical 3rd down. Deep in their own end. They're able to break on the ball, swat it away, and now you set up 4th.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in, and I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver, and I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Coming out with it, it's Saunders. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Just needs a crack to get a return. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To the air, it's Van Buren. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. 1st and 10 for the offense. Wants to throw it again. Wesco's got it in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, you start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Intercepted to stop the threat. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Give him 105 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of...
He unleashes a long one. He's got it inside the 25. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. He might want another play. From the red zone, it's Davenport. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kearney. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. All the way back. Touchdown, Tiger.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air. He's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over it.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on third down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Now facing a third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's a good sign for this defense, man. The first 2 drives, they put scoring drives together. And they didn't get stops when they needed it. On the third downs, nice job coming up big on a third down, forcing the fourth down, and hopefully now getting off the field.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give on the counter. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. He lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Hurricanes in the throes of what is right now a major upset. It's early, I shouldn't get ahead of myself, but this team believes and they could just pull this off. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosion.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Here's a give to Washington. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Using his legs, it's Marshall. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now they'll try the right side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll run for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, if you needed any evidence that this coaching staff trusts their big offensive line, you saw it right there. 4th down, they go for it deep in their own end, and it pays off.
Come on. Don't you think they thought it was 3rd down?
Somebody on the sidelines got some explaining to do, but he's breathing a lot easier now that they were able to pick it up.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Moving out to the right. Uncorks one to the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, you coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He'll pull it down. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away. Takes a shot. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
Running inside, it's Johnson.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Wesco's got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Man, it's players up.
They'll have a 1st down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's 3rd and forever. He tried to get his team the 1st down.
Oh, they block it! Powers through the defender.
Yeah, and those field goal blocks, when you can get that penetration right up the middle, the quickest point, right to the kicker. You can't go through the center because you can't touch the center with his head down, but a nice job getting some penetration, getting their hands up in the air and getting the block.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Auburn. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And in this situation, late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Van Buren. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it along the sideline. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Going for it all. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. The Tigers are back on top. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll start on the ground with Washington.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Got a man, it's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The run inside. It's Johnson. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to Johnson. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. 2nd down coming up. They'll try the counter, and they're able to get him down. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Power football with the run. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd